Welcome back, everyone. And wow, quite the interesting origin story there. I did enjoy the way the article opened with the first wrong number bar, which was located in New York, described as a dive bar, a term I really like. And it was compared to the bar in the movie Goodfellas, which is a movie I happen to love. And I remember watching Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro and other great actors being gangsters, meeting up in their favorite New York bar. But then the body of the article was about a different wrong number bar. And it was opened using money that was gained through lawsuits. A man named Omar Khoury, he was kind of fed up with telemarketers calling him all the time, as I guess many of us are.
Who wouldn't be, yeah.
So he found an interesting way to, I guess, kind of take revenge or to get the better of these telemarketing companies. He registered his phone number on the do not call list, in the full knowledge that most of these telemarketing companies don't check with the no call list. So when they called him, he had a chat with them and found out exactly who they were and what they were selling, and then sued them in court for violating the no call rule. Most of the companies ended up settling with him out of court, but he still ended up with quite a sizable sum in compensation by the end, which he then used to open his bar, rather cheekily named Wrong Number Bar.
Yeah. I know, it was aptly named, and it was a little bit of a detail that when you know the history, you start to understand. And all those are the drink names.
Oh, yes. The wrong number drink would have been cool.
Yeah, he made a couple drinks. I forgot what it said in the article already, but he made drinks that were after the products that the company was trying to sell, like, car insurance or something like that. Yeah, or health, medical health care. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
That's pretty good. I don't know if I would order a car insurance, but
a car insurance cocktail.
Yeah, don't know what that would include. Oil of some kind.
Yes. What does car insurance taste like?
Disappointment.
Disappointment and tears.
Yeah.
Is there a dive bar in your neighborhood? And who hangs out there?
There was one dive-ish bar in the neighborhood. Unfortunately, who hung out there were people who might have been doing illegal activities.
Oh.
So it was shut down not too long ago. The whole building was shut down, in fact. And so I don't know exactly what went down in that dive bar, but the people who exited were the type of people you might see in Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those vibes, yes.
And so I just suspected that it was shut down because of illegal activity. I don't know. Maybe rent wasn't paid. Who cares? But in any case, yeah. So I've never been there, and I've only been to one dive bar, two dive bars in my life, one in America and one in Korea.
I see. I can't think of one in my area of Seoul, but there was a great one back in my hometown. Actually, not my hometown. It was the place I lived after my hometown. Anyway, in Derby, and it was the grottiest, smelliest old pub that hadn't been cleaned in like 10 years, but it always had live music on. So when I was youngish, we used to go there. Sometimes we'd play there. Sometimes we'd watch other people's bands, and it was very cheap beer. It was the rock crowd, so we all had the same taste in music. And so even though the place itself was totally disgusting, we still had a good time.
The dive grunge.
Yes, it was real grungy, man.
Obviously, you have seen it, but well, tell us about Goodfellas and tell us about other mafia movies.
I guess I do like that. I do enjoy that genre. Often it's very sort of New York-based, Italian-Americans, rival families fighting for turf. I guess I love the really old ones as well, the Prohibition era, and later the Al Capone story, the Untouchables, which is more from the police angle, gangsters versus police. Tons of those movies. I do quite like it.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh, it's hard hard to say. What would be my favourite? Recently, did you see The Irishman?
No, but I've heard good things. I heard that there was a pretty good job done with de-aging.
Yes.
Of CGI de-aging. And I've heard other good things about it too, but I haven't seen it because it's
It's really long.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it.
Okay.
Don't be too scared. It keeps your
not a slow
attention.
burn.
It's not a slow burn. Scorsese is sparkling throughout.
Of course he is.
Let's dive into the vocabulary and we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.
Dive bar.
Dive bar.
Aptly.
Aptly.
Clientele.
Clientele.
Surplus.
Surplus.
Settle.
Settle.